Set your mind back about 10 years. 10 years ago, when the only thing that mattered was if your computer was fast enough to run addictinggames.com, or if you had really badass colors on those rubber bands that went around your braces. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You had them. I know you did. Maybe 10 years ago, the only thing that mattered to you was your Webkinz account. Maybe you were watching your first HD video on YouTube. Either way, if you've ever found yourself sad at your local roller skating rink, and the only thing that could cheer you up and get you back out there on those roller skates is Teo Cruz's Dynamite or Party Rock Anthem by LMFAO, then you're my target audience for this video. The year is 2010, and I am 10 years old. While I had just received the award-winning RTS game LEGO Battles for my 10th birthday and or 10th Christmas, my 10th Christmas, the 10th Christmas, a young man by the name Adam Young was enjoying his 31st consecutive week on the Billboard top charts for his kick-ass song, Fireflies. The debut album Ocean Eyes had a super unique and super charming, innocent nature to it, and Fireflies was the perfect song to show that off. Now, I could make a video all about just Fireflies. Okay, that song is so freaking perfect to me. It was the reason I started learning how to play piano. It was the reason I started this YouTube channel. It's a beautiful song that meant so much to me and so much to a ton of other people out there. But instead, I want to introduce you to a couple of the things you maybe didn't know about the guy behind the song Fireflies, Adam Young. Look, and if you don't like Owl City, okay, I get it. Okay, some of his lyrics are just bad, just straight out bad. Some of the songs are cheesy. Some of his vocal parts are whiny. I get it. Hate on the guy all you want, but don't click off this video, okay? I'm gonna talk about some things that aren't Owl City, but they are Adam Young. Now you might be sitting there wondering, what? How's that possible? I only knew about Owl City. Well, you're in for a treat, Mr. or Mrs. This video is going to be split into 3 parts. 3 parts equaling the 3 different side projects that Owl City had throughout the past like 15 years. There are a couple other side projects he did with other artists, but I'm going to be tackling the big ones that are essential to his name as a solo artist. So for the first side project, we're actually going before Fireflies was even conceived, was even in a hotel bedroom getting freaky. And we're going to 2007. I was in 2nd grade and I looked like that. Yup, come and get him, ladies. Adam Young, hanging out in Minnesota, doing Minnesota things, whatever you do there. And he comes up with Port Blue, the beautiful atmospheric side project that came before all the synthy power pop pieces of art that later became Owl City. He's got the Airship and the Albatross. These are both albums that were released under the Port Blue name, and they're super nice. They're very instrumental. There's none of his voice, his lyrics to drag back the music, and it's all atmospheric, beautiful stuff. It's the kind of music that I could see in a game like Stardew Valley or something, where you're like doing monotonous tasks, but the music's gorgeous, and you're just like kind of sitting in this atmosphere of shit that's like gorgeous. Makes you want to play the game more. I don't know. This Port Blue stuff is really something special. You can kind of dive into it and listen to it and hear the Owl City parts that later became Ocean Eyes and All Things Bright and Beautiful. But in the time being while we're listening to this, 2007, that stuff wasn't even made yet. He was kind of just experimenting with this and making something really unique for what he was doing at the time. Now, Port Blue lasted 2007, 2008. That's the only records we've got on Spotify here. But one of the Port Blue songs, at least on Spotify, blew up quite a bit. It's called Into the Sea. Go give it a listen. If I don't get copy striked, it's playing right now. So enjoy it, I guess. I don't know, maybe. Don't enjoy it if you don't want to. You don't have to. It's just a good song, okay? I'm just saying you should go listen to it. Now bring yourself to 2009. It's Ocean Eyes time from Owl City, baby. This is the stuff you all know. I don't really need to cover this, but I'm going to cover it for the timeline's sake because this is what happened. And I'm not going to just dance around facts, okay? This shit's important. We may have been in a financial crisis, but we definitely were not in a musical crisis, okay? Ocean Eyes, I don't know. You either love it or you hate it. You either grew up with it, blasting it in your mom's Honda Odyssey on your way to soccer practice, saying, "Hello, Seattle," or it wasn't good because because he didn't like his vocals, his lyrics, the little boop bop a deep boop boop kind of sounds that were in all of the songs. The general synthy pop nature of it just didn't reside with you, and that's totally fine. Notable songs off of Ocean Eyes, you already know them. Hello Seattle, Fireflies, Vanilla Twilight. I don't know, maybe you liked The Saltwater Room, Meteor Shower, Dental Care. I've been to the dentist 1,000 times, so I know the drill. Other noteworthy ones, I don't know. That was pretty much it, really. You either loved it or you hated it. Let's move on. Surprise! 2010, motherfucker. Okay? It's Sky Sailing, Adam Young. Again, that's the topic of the video. Surprise. And the dude's doing different stuff. He's trying out some stuff. Sky Sailing story is kind of cool because all of the songs that were released in the 2010s An Airplane Carried Me to Bed album were all written in 2006, actually. The dude wrote these songs ages ago. Holy cow, so long ago. Which is kind of interesting because that means that this dude wrote all these songs and was proud of them, but he didn't put them out because he wanted to work on Port Blue and Owl City. Both Port Blue and Owl City are both synth-oriented, a lot of pads, a lot of synth leads, and other quirky things that make you go, oh yeah, this is definitely Adam Young, Owl City. The interesting thing about Sky Sailing is that although you may not like it for all the same reasons you don't like Owl City, it's acoustic in nature. What? Yeah, this is a good album. It's definitely not bad, and it makes me wonder where Owl City would have gone if it was more acoustic in nature. In fact, I would argue that if you listen to the Sky Sailing stuff instrumentally without Adam Young's vocals, you wouldn't be able to tell that it was him. It's that much different. And that's pretty much it. There's 2010. We just glanced by it really quick. Sky Sailing, it's cool. He's only got one album on Spotify here, so there's not really much to talk about. I didn't listen to all of it. But it's acoustic. If you like acoustic stuff and you like Owl City, combine the two together, have this love child right here, Sky Sailing, and go enjoy it. I don't know, you might love it. So the next side project isn't for another 6 years. So let's talk about that real quick. The years between 2010 and 2016, Owl City got hugely successful, blew up, it pretty much exploded massively. Nuclear bomb. During this time, he released 2 albums. These were the 2 that you and I know very, very well. All Things Bright and Beautiful in 2011, and The Midsummer Station in 2012. All Things Bright and Beautiful, I could make another video completely just about that album. I love it to death. It's so nostalgic for me. I don't know why, I just love it so much. Midsummer Station, less of a favorite. He was kind of going a little bit more mainstream, losing a bit of that synthy charm that he had. I don't know. Man, we blasted these songs. The 2010, 2011, 2012. You walk into any middle school cafeteria and some kid's got an iPod Touch Gen 4 taking an oversaturated selfie on it while playing Carly Rae Jepsen and Owl City's Good Time. Man, that was the vibe. That was what everybody was doing, including me, including you. You know it. Even if you weren't in middle school, you were vibing to Good Time. I can tell you that. Now, what happened between 2012 and 2016, you might be asking? And, that's a pretty good question. Because almost nothing is the answer. I don't know why, but the dude made 2 EPs and that was it. You might be saying, EPs, isn't that what's supposed to come before you make an album? And you'd be right. That's what I thought when I was 13 and playing the Minecraft 1.7 Java edition that just came out, and I think it added horses, and I had a really hard time finding horses, but I didn't have a hard time finding Owl City's new EPs, which were freshly released on iTunes in 2014 and 2015, titled Ultraviolet and Mobile Orchestra. Now, I don't know what happened with my timeline, but the only thing that was on my radar at the time was Ultraviolet. There was a song called Up All Night. It was a jam. I don't really remember how it goes, but it was good. I'll play it right now. Yep. You remember that one. It's pretty good. Mobile Orchestra, I didn't listen to it until just recently. It's fine, but other things that he was doing during this time, he worked with Paul McCartney, Britt Nicole, the lead singer from Reliant K, and Lindsey Sterling. And then nothing happened. Surprise, 2015, it's December and it's my birthday. I'm turning 16 years old and I can't get my driver's license because I got my permit in April and I had to wait until April to get my driver's license in April. But it's December of 2015. That's the important part. You're supposed to hold on to that detail and remember it for after my anecdotal experience. Adam Young goes out, he announces, hey, I'm gonna be making some orchestral scores about subjects that I like. And all of us are like, excuse me, what does that mean? And we didn't really find out until 2016. He wrote 11 albums. Wrap your mind around that. 11 albums of instrumental orchestral scores. And if there's one thing that this video is really actually about, it's those scores. It's the 11 albums he wrote in 2016 that were all based around different subjects. I listened to 5 of these 11 albums, and I can tell you without a doubt, they're super cool. They're super interesting. Even if one of the albums isn't your style, go to the next one. They're all different. Check them out. Seriously, I don't know why this isn't talked about more. The one that's most popular has less than 800,000. I don't know, that just blows my mind because the average listen on these is not a whole lot. 300,000, 200,000, that's not a lot on Spotify's records, especially for something that's been out for 4 years. These things don't get enough attention. I can't say enough positive things about them. Tracks that I've really liked include The Deep South, Helium Balloon, 1977, Hoist Sail, Shrine of Democracy, a bunch of them. These are fantastic tracks. Now, I know this is kind of just like a fan dream, but when I listen to these, I think I'm listening to a movie score. And I think it would be really cool if somebody out there took these albums, listened to just the albums, and tried to make a movie based on the music. I think that'd be super cool. All I know is that subjectively, I like these a lot. And I wish more people knew about them because I'd love to go to anybody on the street and be like, hey, Owl City, you know his scores that he made? Yeah, those are pretty fucking cool, aren't they? And nobody can do that. Nobody can really say that. And I'm actually being serious here. You have to let me know in the comments what you think of these scores. They're under the name Adam Young. They're all on Spotify. Please tell me what you think. Because the people that I know in my life who I've told to go listen to these things just kind of think they're all right. And I think they're awesome. And maybe it's because I'm biased towards the dude behind Owl City, but these projects are super cool and I felt like the world needed to know about them. Or at least my world of 149 subscribers. You guys are my world. Aww. I wanted to share it. I want you to go listen to these and tell me what you think because they're really cool and really special to me. And that's pretty much all I got. This was kind of my first commentary style video on YouTube. And if you like it, please let me know. I would love to do more. They're super fun to make. I'm super passionate about a lot of the things that I talk about. There's a lot of things my friends know, you guys watching. I talk about a lot of things like this in a Discord call or in person. I get really amped up about things and really like the history behind things, and I'd love to be able to make more of these and share them with you if you like them. And not to be that dude, but if you got other people in your life that are Owl City fans, share this video with them. I don't know if they know about Port Blue or Sky Sailing or the Adam Young scores, and I feel like more people need to know about them. Okay, that's all I got. Like, subscribe, all the usual junk, I guess, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.